Man, I've got like a billion things running through my head. It's like this. If you can see this realm for what it is, if you know what's truly under your feet, if you know these stages in a way of true evolution: Saturn, Sun, Moon, Earth, then Jupiter, Venus, Vulcan, and if you acknowledge this, then it's not just me saying this, then you're part of knowing about what has already gone through these stages. Okay? Now, what I'm meaning by that is we'll use the three terms again of angeli, angels, archangeli, and archi. Okay, the archi have already gone through there. They've already gone through this. And what's happening right now, it's hard to combine 3,500 lectures and material that truly goes in depth about, and not just from one, but from many from centuries ago, that knew about this, but that has been suppressed. Okay? This is what we have, but it's manipulated in a materialistic way. Okay? And some of y'all that know something that's going on because you do have an open mind and you can listen to anything, you've heard about the stages. Well, in between Saturn and the Sun, Jupiter popped out. And in between the Sun and Moon, Mars popped out. Okay? That's the whole thing about Jupiter, or you hear these stories, devouring his father, and blah, blah, blah. Okay? And when we're talking about true evolution, I got to use these terms that we're accustomed to. Okay? As we started out here, we evolved here. Not what you think it is now. But certain spirits, souls, whatever you want to call them, were lagged behind here. So as we were here, they are here. So when we go from here to the moon, okay, some of them lag behind still. Some of them go to the sun stage. But they're not evolving the true way. You understand? If you're open-minded, you can just think of a production, like a factory. Okay, we're creating fucking whatever you want to think of. Okay, but each time that we create these little life forms, whatever's left behind is going to be lagging in what is developed. Okay, and now that we're here in Earth, okay, there's certain beings, these Ahrimanic fucking beings, that were back here. There's that were there. Okay? And they're there and there. Okay? And now we're here in the Earth sphere. This is the intermission. In their sports games, they have half times because this is halftime. We still got to go to here, here, and here. That's where we truthfully have to go. I'm a Jupiterian, and every fucking thing going on with me has to do with Saturn. Big time shit. And I gotta stay on point because some people, they have these materialistic minds and they dismiss it and they're gonna miss it, what the point is. Okay, so if we're evolving down here, everything was split but created us eventually, and eventually over here is going to be bad, just like over here was good. Okay, but here's the deal though. Here at this stage of souls, we're talking about souls. What this fucking thing is doing is they've summoned these fucking beings into the physical realm. which is going to happen anyways. Because the other side's more real than you could possibly ever imagine. Every human being on earth could not put together and fathom what's truly going on over there. Okay, that's why the TV screens were created and the rate and all that. So these generational goy in their blood, where the soul is, they create this one soul of demonic demonism that black magicians insert into their eyes and their ears, and they absorb the chemicals that they put into their stores, which are fucking black magic. Everything about them is black magic. So instead of being prepared for the other side in true evolution, they are being uploaded with all of the fucking black magic, and then they go to this demon sphere. There you go. There's fucking years and years of him reading, listening, and all this other shit to everything and giving it to. And the Jesuits will give you this. You have like a Lemurian stage, blah blah blah. Okay, but this is when, like, we're going to think about the wheel, the zodiac, the 12. Each time it went around, that wheel, time really doesn't fucking matter, but each time it went around, each part of the zodiac had a part in designing the anatomy through the magnetic field. And you're going to have, different stages because of the elements. They haven't been separated yet. So as you go back through, if you melt gems and shit and like liquid, like gold and silver at one time, that was what would be out here everywhere. And you can't think about that. It's too big for you. So this fucking thing back here, that's not just the Ahrimanic, but we'll say Lucifer, okay, is literally fucking grabbing all these souls. You understand? When you really see it like we can see it, now do you understand? We're cruising through fucking evolution right here, and oh shit, big boy, because right here, there's going to be the exact opposite of good and bad. Okay? And they're going to have certain powers. And that's just how it is. So, there's not going to be many souls that are going to make it here at all. That's the whole thing with AI and the vaxes and all that shit. It's to control the soul and to make it one worldwide. So they make this sphere. And see, that's the thing is everything uploaded through the optic nerve in the eyes. Everything every day that goes in there, that's not what we're put here to do. We're already in it. We've already been prepped, and you've heard resets and all that shit. Well, that's what it is. The one thing that's going on is they obey that wheel that goes around us, because there's currents that come through at certain times, and there is age hierarchies, beings that control. So Aquarius, the first 1,000 years, I don't even want to use the names anymore. Okay, you're going to have a spirit controlling the first 1,000 years of Aquarius, and then another one for 1,000 years. And then you're going to have one that's an age spirit that controls the 2,160 years within that age, which would be an elder, okay, at the round table. And all the shit down here comes from that. Every fucking thing that you see comes from that up there, here. And when you are dumb goy chattel, then you upload everything and all that pride that you come to me with, idiots, and go, you're crazy. It goes with you. Because you're wrong. It goes with you. So your emotions come out in your thinking and your thoughts and surround you. And that will happen. It will happen. This will be, how you take this video, if you have any kind of bad feelings about this fucking video will surround you and haunt you for a very long time over there. Because it's to the point to where you've always heard this too. You might not ever get that kind of a message again, so you better take heed to messengers. You understand? I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. It's the truth. Okay? This AI garbage has created these human minds and this materialistic demon of Ahriman. You know, they have no idea that they just show them images, and then these people here, they consume what they see. They ain't never looked up. Ever. Never. In all these different fucking nations. Ever. They gave you movies here about jaws and piranhas to not go to water even though you're a water being. It's because the more you're out of water, the more you're disconnected. You should have salt springs everywhere, but you don't, because they'll tell you on their news here, since you're a product. You're these little demons against me and the truth people. And the truth people are full of shit too. It's us. We're giving it to them in less than fucking 15 minutes of who they are. Their little wee minds have grown into these billboards. They've been taking these fucking pills that's on the billboards and drinking these substances. It's here. Here's the screen mat. Here. Here's the fucking piece of paper. I went here. We need this fax. We need this. I trust this. It's like, that's it. This, take that away, and this fucking goes crazy. Do you get it now? And see, all those impulses, when you take that away in these fake demonic communities of black magic cells, that's what happens. All those impulses goes with us. And people, they have no idea. It's like this is more important than anything. These are roots. All right? What I do is let them dry out and chew on them, because it's for my fucking brain fluid. Okay? If you want to get real, this is what it is. That's your brain. It's the roots. And this is your cerebrospinal system. And then from here, everything branches off and blossoms. Think about it if you were taught that in school, but you're not. You're given screens. You taught, here, go eat fucking pieces of chocolate, drink all these sodas at 5, and now there's a diabetic pandemic of children, and they're wanting you to donate money. Yeah, we're going to fix it. It's like, what the fuck? You created it. Do you see how fucking stupid that these goy are? It comes across as harsh the way I know that I say things, but that's the immature Ahrimanic nature within you that comes through the screen, and whatever connection that you've had to a certain character or podcast that's soft-spoken, and that's their Jesuit fucking shit now. They're little soldiers, and they're all programmed. Whatever they do is to weaken the church, to weaken the school, weaken it here, weaken it everywhere, and to where the children can lash out on every fucking thing. But if you go beat the shit out, oh, you're a racist and you're wrong. You see that demon in them. They won't be so violent and fucking crazy. You understand? But they cannot be held accountable. You cannot fucking discipline any goddamn one of them. You can't carry on a logical conversation with them. They're every fucking one of them. Hey, go. It's not a human being. That's what I'm saying. And every one of them that are uploaded from day one with the Disney shit, because that's the big boy. See, all those colors replace the colors out there. The colors in the screen represent a spirit. And it also represents indoctrination and pure slavery. to where the child, here's the TV screen, here's the child's mind. That's what it grows into. It's not hard to fucking see it. I'm giving it to you. It's right here, year after year after year. Inside, inside, inside. There's a whole world out there. It's gone. Bye. See ya. Bye, Jesus. But they go to church. They go to these big churches. And then that big church controls these fucking dummies. And then this fucking parent of the household, they got a good career and all this black magic sell. It's that easy. And roots will give you energy too. Just spray them off, dry them out. It don't matter fucking which one. The whole fucking ground is magnetic. That's the thing is you're always talking, oh, it's bad, it's bad. It's like, fuck them. Fuck them. The more you fight that negative satanic energy, the more you will be rewarded. I can tell you that. And you might have to struggle, because trust me, this man has fucking struggled. People will say he hasn't, and it's like, yeah, but let's compare lifestyle. Let's compare health. And every one of them will say, that doesn't matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? They've disregarded, they've already forgot that this man came from the fucking hospital bed dead. So that's gone. It's like, that's the whole thing is, it's like, but we don't, listen, there's a better way than what you've been programmed to accept. And that's the easiest way to put it. And 11 years almost to them, like if we're going to use numbers, it means nothing. And, you know, and I'm not talking about for me, I'm talking about like for people that are struggling and stuff and saying, hey, maybe we should talk to him and just see, you know, what he's done and how he's done it, because we don't go to hospitals. Everything he's done, the only place he's gone is the chiropractor, and that's it. Because we know it's Cersei. It's fucking, you got to think about the human goy in there. The intellectual brain, the materialistic Ahrimanic brain that's been developed inside the little baby. They go here, and then they memorize that fucking some slave memorization system, and then they go here and go to these clinicals, and everything they've learned has been inside. And then they go watch movies about space over and over and over and over, and then go stay inside, and then go work fucking the whole weekend, and then go sleep for 2 days, and then go work inside for 20 years. And apply that to every one of them. And, you know, and as a huge slave operation, when you create the shit, you give the illusion of retirement, which we offer that as a demon. I'm going to give that to you because I get your soul. That's the deal. You make a deal with the devil. That's the deal. In this system, if you're going to partake, then you can't have anything natural in you, but I'm going to give you alcohol, cigarettes and all that shit, and chemicals and all that, food and drinks, and you're going to grow into all that, and that's going to be real. Do you not understand that? And everything over here that's true, spirit and soul, God, Jesus Christ, over here, you're not going to have that. But you're going to have a Jesus in there. And you're going to grow into that. And that's who you're around. That generational being. We're over here. Like I said, there ain't many of us at all. You know, and you've been programmed to accept what you see on, like, for skin. This is not who this man is at all. You were taught that in school. Check a box who you are. A box is a square. Square has to do with Saturn. A box is a mark. A mark is a label. A label is a brand. So right off the bat, brown, white, black, whatever, that's a brand. We are traders. We have different brands of product of humans. So early you learn how to check that, and that's that Ahrimanic spirit of pride, of nationalism, of fake heritage, fake everything. They don't want you to know that it has to do with those orbs up there. And where we lived at one time before this fucking thing went around and destroyed it all and threw everybody goddamn everywhere, and then said there's motherfucking aliens coming left and right and this shit and that shit, and indoctrinated generations for a final cataclysm that they will do eventually. They've already done it in small sections. I mean, just look at what they can do. You know, when you don't know what's above your head and like you don't understand, like they fucked and melted the world. Like this thing is very, very upset, and it's very patient, very patient. I have a connection to it, and I'm telling you, it's so patient that through all this, it sat back and had time to motherfucking ponder. And then now we're here, and now Big Boy is throwing these souls. And they tell you in the movies, they tell you in all kinds of shit. You know, so when you fuck it all up, that's what you do. That's what I was saying. Like some of the things, if we can listen to them, what we've been through in our lives will help us see things in a better way of listening or reading something from 100 or longer years ago. You understand? Because they can only unlock so much back then, because in the books was only allowed so much. Demons created that printing press shit. So when they did, the knowledge was lost, and people were walking around and slowly gathered around, but it was gone. Like real fucking knowledge of how everything was built with true astrological mathematics, which has to do with the fucking zodiac and building, you know, all this stuff that was connected, you know, like one cosmic being, like one anatomy. And now we're going into this thing to where it's going to be one fucking demon anatomy. You know, this AI and these chips and these X's and all that's getting in the blood, and this thing is consolidating these souls into one sphere. And they're pumping the fuel as Disney and news and pills into these fucking dumb goy and all these fake social media shit. And all this shit is being uploaded into them. And when they die, all of it comes out. And then it's ours. There's so many of them. But the thing was, it was planned to do that. What couldn't happen on the other side happened here in order to corrupt the other side. That's the whole thing with images. You know, Jesus speaks in parables and speaks, and that's the thing is these fake false prophets don't give you nothing. They just go in there and look good. And you know, the people who created these fucking Cersei structures created the careers and all that. So it's the big boys, them, and you know, they control it. It's one grid. Each section is controlled. They all go back in their little cells, their houses, and watch their little fake Jesuit satanic news and get uploaded with lies and tell them to go buy shit and get chemicals rubbed. They go to these stores and get it, and they go back inside, and then they get up and they do the motherfucking shit again. Over and over, generations. And then when it's time to get rid of them, they're getting gone, and then here we are now. So, all right, I love you.